Yo, yo, yo. Pre-workout meal here. Rice, veggies, chicken, and little Lotus. Say hello, my sweet pea. Oh, you could be a little pie. Oh, you're such a cute little boy. No crying. Alright, hey guys. So today I'm going to film another leg workout. I know I film a lot of the leg workouts, but honestly it's kind of what I get the most request on for workouts. So I will include the workout in the description below like I always do. And I'm going to just touch a little bit on kind of like the transition I've been making with myself. And you can probably see it through my Instagram with the way I'm posting the different content. And just being a lot more open and showing a bit more of myself and being a bit more verbal about things. And yeah, so as you guys know, I've been doing a lot of like, not like preaching I guess you could say, just like I honestly just like to share my thoughts and kind of just my experience, and if that can help you guys, great, and if not, it's just, you know, it's another person's opinion, so you don't have to take everyone's opinions into account. I'm just going to set this down because it's kind of heavy. Uh-oh. Alright, so yeah. I have been doing things a little different. Obviously, you can see that I've been a lot more open about things. My struggles, I kind of all started when I was going through like a really period of feeling depressed, a low period in my life. And I've kind of been able to document that and then transitioning into a more positive period of my life and being able to work on the mental struggles and be able to overcome that, and kind of just what I've been able to learn myself through practice. So I have been a lot happier this off season. It's probably the happiest off season I've ever had in terms of body image, confidence, and whatnot. And it really has nothing to do with how I look, because I pretty much look the same as I did last off season, but the way I feel and the way I view myself is so different. It's just comes down to you and your mental. Everything is basically comes down to the mental perception of what you have, an image of you, and how you are and how you judge yourself. That's really ultimately how you perceive yourself as being, looking one way or looking another way. And a lot of the times it translates into your happiness, because a lot of the times we value our happiness depending on what we look like, because that is the kind of pressure that society has put on us. So I think the biggest thing with me is that I've taken a step back from always looking at myself. And I know that can be hard, because when you're a competitor, you're constantly looking at your physique, and then you're also following all these people on Instagram who it's constantly all their physiques and stuff. So the one thing I did is I stopped following a lot of people on Instagram that only posted their physiques. I have nothing against these people, because they work extremely hard for this, and they are very they should be proud, and that's the kind of stuff they want to post and the kind of stuff they want to represent themselves. And I still am always posting my physique, so I guess I should try to clear this a little bit better. But basically it's people who are in contest shape all year round is kind of the people I stopped following. Not because I don't respect that, I praise those people, that's tremendous amount of hard work, but for me I needed something different. So I started shifting my focus and shifting the people I followed to people who I could really relate to, who I felt such a genuine honesty about themselves, about their character, and really just they were on there not so much to just be proud of their own accomplishments, but so much more to inspire others and really be able to make a difference with the audience that are following them. So that was one thing that really helped me, because I was able to just stop focusing so much on the physique and that being a goal, and focus so much more on the bigger picture and the kind of person you are, and the kind of person that you represent yourself as, and the kind of impact you have on others. Because when you have an audience that, like a lot of these people do, an Instagram audience of like thousands of people, I mean, you have an impact on these people whether you like it or not. And there's so much you can do with this impact. It can be positive, it can be negative. And for me, it was like I started posting a little bit more of myself and opening up a bit more. And the response I got was just so overwhelming, because I was getting people that could relate and people who were like, thank you so much, this really helped me. And that's when I realized, you know what, this is a platform not only for a business for myself, let's say, and doing something for myself, but it's also a platform that you can truly make a difference in people's lives. And I know that sounds cliche, I'm not trying to be like out here preaching, but that was kind of when it hit me that like these kind of things, like they really do make a difference. And even if you're only affecting, you know, a few people, those are still a few people that you've affected and you've made a positive impact on. And that's when I kind of was like, whoa, like this is something I want to do. And then it also just, everything kind of just came together, and I felt like I just had a complete shift in the way I viewed myself, the way I viewed things, my own confidence, my own self-value. And I don't think confidence is necessarily something that you get and it's just there forever. I think it's like everything in life. There's going to be things that are going to challenge it. You know, there's so much external pressures in our society that are going to challenge it. Different stresses in your life are going to challenge it. And I think it's always going to be something that you are going to personally have to work on. And you have to put effort and time into it, because as much as you put effort into time into other things in your life, you know, your relationships and your schoolwork and your fitness goals, you are always need to remember that the most important thing that you need to be putting the work into is actually you as a person, your mental well-being, the way you think of yourself, the way you view things, the kind of impact you have. And I think that's the biggest thing, and that's like the biggest thing that I have felt like I have been able to change in my life. And it all really stemmed when I was getting into that really dark place, and I was like really working hard to overcome that feeling of sadness and getting pushed down there. And that was when I really realized that like, hey, like I need to stop the way I was thinking, and I need to start changing that and change my thoughts and focus on other things. And that's kind of when it all happened. And then for me, it almost just kind of like clicked, where I felt like I had finally, like, I had this sense of purpose that went so far beyond just being a fitness motivator or someone that has a good physique, and I was able to view things that last year I would see and I'd be disgusted by, and I see so much more to it now. Like, I can post a picture, you know, when I have rolls. Okay, they're not rolls, but like, you know what I mean? And like, if I had seen that last year, I would have like freaked out, because like I wasn't in the same place as I am mentally now. But now when I see it, I'm just like, it is what it is. Like, it doesn't define me, it doesn't change anything about me. And it's really become so much, it's made my life feel like so much more. I feel like I have given so much more to people, because it's not just like, here's my six-pack to look at today, you know what I mean? Like, and that's not why I got into fitness to begin with. That's kind of how things happen, and I started posting that kind of stuff. And then, but for me, it's always been something more, and I've always been someone who does things, and like, I work extremely hard, I'm a perfectionist, but at the same time, I really do care about others, and I really do care that the things I do translate into other people and help other people. And yeah, so like, I know like there's been a lot of hate on, you know, like this whole movement and whatnot. And I know that like, it's something, you know, Instagram is a trend after another trend after another trend, but I don't see why people hate on this, because everyone posts the same things on Instagram. You go on Instagram and it's like, everyone's posting the same leg workouts, everyone's posting the same, it's like, but there's still a little difference to everyone's things that they post, right? Because everyone is unique and everyone has their own spin, their own type of thing to it. But realistically, why does it matter if people are starting to change this and posting the same kind of thing, but they're posting things that make a positive impact on people, especially young women? And that's the difference. Like, who cares what other people are posting? That's the biggest thing. And I know that like when I posted the relaxed with my pants up, and I was flexing to just like a very unflattering posture, and my pants were down low, you know, there was a lot of hate on those kind of pictures on Instagram, because everyone's doing it. And yes, I understand, that's fine, a lot of people are doing it, but they overlook to see that maybe they haven't noticed that, like, you know, I might get like 200 or 300 comments on those pictures of people who are like, thank you. And to me, like, I outweigh the negatives and everything. Like, so it's like, I don't care about that stuff if I can, like, if I get a few of those comments and people are like, wow, like, this is like, I didn't understand this, because people think that everyone just understands Instagram, everyone understands flexing, and like, yes, a lot of people do, but a lot of people don't, and that's the difference. So for me, it's just, I'm just gonna do what I want to do, and if people don't like it, they don't have to like it. People aren't gonna like you if you do this or if you do that. There's just some people are just not gonna like you, and who gives a flying fuck? Sorry, but like, it does not matter, because ultimately all that matters is that you like yourself, and that kind of like energy and positive energy and just you being a genuine, kind-hearted, good person, you're going to attract the people that you want to attract, and the people who are also genuine, and the people who don't like you, that's their thing, that's their problem, and like, it doesn't affect you, and really, who cares? And that's another thing I've had to learn, because I've always been someone who I want to please people, and I've always been someone I want everyone to like, and the truth is like, not everyone is always going to like you. That's just the reality of it, and there's going to be people who don't like you, who don't like what you stand for, and just there's something about you that just doesn't go along with them, and that has nothing to do with you as a person. It's just, that's their thing, that's what they have going for them. And that was the other thing that I had to learn for, is that I can't worry so much about what other people are doing. I can't worry so much about what people view me as. I just have to think about how I view myself. How do I see myself? And that's what's going to make me happy, because at the end of the day, none of those people are living your life. None of those people are the ones who are doing what you do day in and day out. You are. So what can you do for yourself to make you happier? And that's kind of when everything just started coming together. And I mean, I think a lot of times people think that I've got like everything figured out because I post about these things, and I'm posting my thoughts, and I'm posting my feelings, and I'm posting things that I care about and I think about, but that doesn't mean that I've mastered it all. I don't think anyone who preaches these things has actually mastered it all. I think it's just, I want to share this because I'm trying to help people along with helping myself. And I think that's the biggest thing. So yeah, I don't really know what I was talking about there, because I kind of just, this is what happens with me. I kind of just ramble and ramble and ramble, but I hope you guys are able to take like some of that, hopefully. All right, I need to go work out now. All right, I'll see you guys in a few minutes when I'm working out.
There was a time when you had me fall into the